What's good, YouTube? This your man Spill Dog. Man, they, they said I heard something today about Turkey finna make the ring size smaller. I think if I'm not mistaken, that's who promoting the fight with Terrence Crawford and Canelo. And if they put Bud and Canelo in a small ring, I don't see no way how Bud can win that fight like that. I was I was thinking he had a good chance if they had the regular size rings they've been using lately. They've had pretty big rings, because I feel like he gonna have to move. He gonna need to use the entire ring for 12 rounds to have a chance to really beat Canelo. He not gonna. I don't expect him to run all night like Devin Haney did in his last fight. But if you think he gonna be standing there in front of Canelo consistently, you got to be crazy. He can't win that way. His his path to victory, if he gonna win, would be to box, move, keep him behind the jab, turning him, tying him up when he get in close. And if the ring is real small, that's gonna make it that much easier for Canelo, who already a master at cutting the ring off. It's gonna make it that much easier for him to cut the ring off, and that's and it's gonna make Crawford have to stand there and fight a lot more than he probably was thinking he was gonna have to. That's really, like I say, if that if this smaller ring size is gonna be is some Canelo and Crawford gonna have to deal with as well. That's a hell of a blow to Crawford and his team. I guarantee you that. No, they don't come out here and say it, but if they put him and Canelo in a small ring, his first fight at 168 pounds with a guy that's his natural division now. A guy who got a granite chin, a great boxer that got power. That's gonna be a lot to overcome, especially once again, like very first fight in that division, and the circumstances here are a lot different than the circumstances was when he fought Errol Spence. Spence had been out the ring 18 months, 17, 18 months. Canelo just got through fighting a couple of weeks ago. Terrence will be the one that's been out the ring for a long time this time. Canelo will be the fresher, younger uh, fighter in his division. You know, and now they got a smaller ring. Tell me where Bud got an advantage at. Yeah, okay, yeah, he got a reach advantage, but when you shorten up that ring, that kind of take away from all that because he not gonna have the same amount of room to maneuver and it's gonna be tough, man. If they put him in a small ring with Canelo, it's gonna be tough. Now, I'm quite sure a lot of these boxers used to spar in smaller rings and stuff like this. So no, it ain't nothing. It ain't like this gonna be their first time being in a ring that small. But you in a ring that small with an A-level fighter with pretty much his entire legacy on the line. If he loses this fight to Crawford, his old resume, I mean his whole legacy, they'll call them. They want to call it a fraud. So I mean, Canelo gonna come with all he got. Both of them will, but Canelo definitely gonna come with everything he got out. He can't afford. It's not gonna. It won't. It don't hurt Bud at all to lose this fight. Other than pride, it ain't really gonna. It won't hurt his standing in the Hall of Fame. It won't hurt his record really because shit. This probably the last fight for him. So what? And he undefeated. You know, only thing this fight can do for Bud is uh make his legacy bigger. He gonna make more money he never made in his life. If he win, he gonna be up there with Floyd Mayweather. Now, if he lose, Ain't nobody gonna hold it against him. Guy was 168 pounds. This is win-win for Crawford, and it's a win. It's a lose-lose for Canelo if he don't put like this. Canelo got to win the fight, and he definitely got to do it in spectacular fashion to even get credit, to get some credit for this fight. When it's all said and done. So I gotta say, all it ain't all the pressure to some degree is on Canelo, but he been in this game a long time. Pressure is not a big deal for either one of these fighters. Not that type pressure, but in the ring pressure is where we gonna see the problem, possibly with Crawford, if what he's saying about the smaller ring size is is if Canelo and Crawford are caught up in this little issue too, that's gonna be a major, that's gonna be a big deal. Honestly, all that running Devin and what's that other dude named and Skull did, and I agree with Turkey to this point. It ain't that should have run the fans away. Dudes just getting in the ring, just straight running. It's one thing. Boxing and moving is one thing, but what Devin and what this guy did, that really wasn't boxing. That was running around the ring. Truly, and people ain't paying their hard-earned money to watch dudes run, and just it's one thing to slip shots and bob and weave. It's a whole other thing when you straight up running all together where a guy get closer to you. It's almost like you playing what we used to play when we was kids, hide and go seek or something like that, where you chase a guy and touch him, and when you touch him, he running hide or something like that. Man, it just was ridiculous. Two fighters to fight that timid, that seeming to be scared. People, it's just too much money people got to pay for guys to be getting millions of dollars and go in the ring and fight like that. So I feel Turkey, he paying top dollar, and he ain't paying top dollar to watch these dudes run around the ring. I'm all for that. All I'm saying is that show put a different spin on Canelo versus Crawford, because that's gonna make that fight a whole lot harder for Terrence. If he got this big bull right on top of him all night, that's gonna be a rough to overcome. I don't even know. I don't think he, with this smaller ring situation going on, I see him having it's gonna be a damn hard time. Not even winning, just get lasting 12 rounds at this point now, because he gonna be on top of them all night. If they in a smaller ring, Canelo would be damn near on top of Crawford the entire night, and that's just gonna be a lot of man to deal with for 12 rounds for your first time in a professional fight. I mean, I think Crawford is a great fighter, but I don't think he's Superman. I think he's human. I think he's a regular man, and I just feel like that's hell of that's a messed up timing for them to do this right before, and they done already signed to make this fight, so ain't no backing out of it at this point, not really, and that's just, man, that makes a big damn difference. I'm quite sure a lot of people most of the guys who ain't never boxed before, I can just imagine what I'm gonna hear in the comment section. But fact of the matter is, a smaller ring is that works for the guy, for the slugger, not the boxer. The boxer is the one who need the ring to work. Crawford is more of a boxer puncher, I agree, but he won't be in this fight. Same way when he fought Victor Postol at 140 pounds, it's gonna be. I'm assuming he was gonna have a similar fight plan in that, but with a smaller ring. That might be out the window now. That might be out the window now. So hopefully that don't apply to Terrence Crawford and Canelo fight, the smaller ring. But if it does, I have to go with Canelo on that, because I just don't see it. It's gonna be real hard in a little bit small ring for Crawford to keep Canelo off of him for 12 rounds. Canelo gonna be coming. whether the ring big or small, he was gonna be coming. But if it's a small ring, it's gonna be that much easier to cut the ring off and get him on the ropes and get him in the corners where he can land them big shots at. Canelo, one of them guys that he can punch straight through your gloves. Sometimes a guy hits so hard, you can have your glove up and still get the full impact of the punch. So this is bad news for Team Crawford. I'm sure that, I mean, they ain't gonna come out here and say it, but I'm sure Bo Mac them don't like the fact that well, they won't like the fact, because we don't know if that apply to Canelo and Terrence or not. But if it does, they won't like the fact that he got to get in a small ring with this big killer at 168. And like I say, Bud, and already it's gonna be damn near a year. He done been out the ring. And Canelo, what, three months? He gonna, I mean, it seems like they stacking the deck up for Canelo in this one. And I just have a hard time seeing. It's gonna be a lot of people that have a problem with Canelo in a small ring. So it ain't just Crawford. This gonna be an issue for a lot of dudes if these rings gonna be small against certain fighters. But that's it for me on this video. If you liked the video, hit the like and subscribe. Till next time, it's your boy Spill Dog. I'm out.